Good afternoon, everybody. It's Miss Morgan from the Williston Community Library, bringing you today's Teen STEAM activity. So today we are going to be building bridges using straws and cups and yarn. So if you haven't already grabbed a kit from the library, we do have a limited supply. So you could call and see if we have any left available, or they're things that you might have around your house. So this is what the kit looks like. All right, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decide how many of the cups I wanna use in order to make my straw. And I think I'm just gonna use 3 to make my straw bridge. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to decide how I want my bridge to look. So I know I'm gonna need 6 straws in order to have them like this. And I'm gonna have mine built just like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of my yarn and I am going to string it through my straw here. And you can build yours whichever way that you want. If you can think of an easier way to build it or a better way to build it, that is totally fine. So I'm just stringing my yarn through here. All right, and now I'm going to do my other one as well. All right, so now I have them connected like this, just the way that I wanted them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cup and I am going to place these like I wanted them. And I'm going to decide how much string it's going to take to tie it around. So I think I'm going to cut my string here. Oops. The string's a little slippery when it's in the straw. So it slides out a little easy. All right. So now I have it like I want it. Now I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna tie it. That way I don't lose it. And I'm going to decide how wide I need it. And I'm going to take it and tie it. And I'm going to do that for all 3 of them. All right, so here is the first part of my bridge. And I might take some string and tie it around them here in a minute if they don't stay the way I want them to. All right, so there's the first part of my bridge. I'm going to do that 3 times. And I think that is plenty of string. And like I said, if you have a different way that you would like to build yours, that is totally fine. It's a little slippery. It's a little bit hard to get it to stay. All right, so there is my second one. All right, and now that I've got my 3 tower parts ready, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to string together the ones that I want as my base. So I've already started that way it's a little easier. So all I'm doing is I'm just stringing it together just like I did the other ones. So I'm just threading it through the straws. And then once I get it like this, all I do is I turn it over like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to string it through this last one here. Oops. Or if you have tape and you want to use tape, that works too. Or if you have something else that you would want to use instead of string, that is totally fine. All right, so now I have them all tied together, or all strung together. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my string and I'm going to wrap it around just to hold them in place a little easier. Actually, I'm going to just cut the string that way it's not pulling on them. And then my smaller string that I cut earlier, I think is what I'll use to tie them together. But you want to be careful not to tie it too tight, because if you tie it too tight, the strings or the straws are going to just combine together and lump up, like mine did. All right, so now that I've finished tying them together, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take them and I'm going to put them, oops, I'm going to put them in here and lie them down flat. And then there is my straw bridge. You can get more complex with yours. You can make it however you would like. If you would like to send us pictures, we would love to see them. But thank you guys so much for joining us for Teen STEAM, and we'll see you next time.